everyone, so today we're going to be doing a completed pages for both the month of August and September. August was kind of a slow month for me. I only completed about 6 pages, so I'm going to go ahead and group it in with what I completed in September because September was a pretty busy month. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the first page I completed in Maria Trolle's Universe book. And I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but I saw Elm Colors do a page kind of similar to this, where it seemed like the background was kind of spreading outwards, and that's kind of the vibe I wanted to give this page since it was a water theme. But I used my Prismacolors and some Neocolor Juice and lots of Jelly Roll Glaze on that page. And the second page I did in August was from Johanna Basford's World of Flowers. I used a bunch of different pencils for this one, and the bottom was done with paint pens. The background I'm not very happy with was done with Caran d'Ache Super Colors. The page was starting to tear and fall apart basically, so I wasn't able to blend the background as much as I would have liked to. It probably would have just torn right through if I had done any more, so it's okay, not my favorite, but I'm glad I was able to finish this huge buddy color. And then next I did a few pages in Small Victories in both August and September. The first page I did was these 4 little vignettes, I guess you could call them. I was wanting to do something inspired by all 4 seasons, but it turned out more just fall inspired, which I'm still okay with. I really like how these came out. These actually came out fairly realistic to what they look like when they're starting to change colors. I also went ahead and started this mandala. I'm not really big on mandalas, so I haven't gone back to finish it, but I like what I've done so far, but that's a work in progress. And then I did this page and I wanted to challenge myself by using my Staedtler Design Journey pencils. I only have a 24 set, so I wanted to really challenge myself in only using the colors in that tin. And I like how it came out for the most part. I wasn't too happy with the celio or cellophane effect that I was trying to go for, but it turned out okay. And then lastly, I finished one of these first pages, and I'm really happy how these 2 turned out. I used Prismacolors on the 2 butterflies and Mark Arts on the bottom 2 vignettes, and also the kind of neon looking mushrooms. And I think I also used Prismacolor on my red mushroom, if I'm not mistaken. The 2 butterflies and the red mushroom were done with Prismacolors, and the others were done with Mark Art pencils. And then I did this page in Rita Berman's Europa book, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I really like this metallic watercolor and how shiny it is. The camera doesn't do it justice how shiny it is in person and how pretty it is, but I did follow a color along. I'll put her handle on the screen because I can't remember it off the top of my head for the turtle in Little City, but I'm pretty happy with it. And then I did a few pages in Twilight Garden. This is one of my whips I have currently going. I'm planning on doing a different type of sunflower for each of the flowers on this page, and I have 1.5 done. But this was actually one of the last pages I did. This was a color along that I loosely followed. I like it. It still feels kind of incomplete without a background, but I can't really decide what type of background to do with it. And for this page I did an all pencil background, and that was a tough one, but this one was done with Derwent Inktense, Polychromos for the background, and some Arbret Durs. I do like how the background came out, but I don't think I'll be trying that one again. And then I did a page a couple of pages in The Witch's Cottage by Hannah Carlson. I really like this page. I was using a brush for the ink background, so you can kind of see some of the bristle smudges there. And I started this one. This one's also another long-term whip, but I saw someone do a purple background and knew I had to do it for this page. And this book has gotten a lot of love in August and September, and you can see even some of the gold filigree is starting to wear off because I've been just using it so much lately. But I really like how this Red Riding Hood page came out, or at least I'm assuming it's Red Riding Hood. But I used Neocolors for the background, and then a mixture of Prismacolor and Derwent Inktense for just about everything else. I wish her skin popped a little bit more on camera, like it does in real life. But overall, very proud of that page. And I also did this page. I tried out some of my new Derwent Inktense colors that I had gotten, and I used quite a bit of Wink of Stella on the flowers on this one, just because I really like glitter finishes. I was kind of going for a Beauty and the Beast flower, or like enchanted flower type effect, especially with the page on the other side. And then I did this octopus page, and I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. This was done with Derwent Inktense, Prismacolors, Obrateurs, and I think that's it. This was a labor of love, that's for sure, but I am just really happy with how that turned out. And then after those few labor-intense pages, I needed some bold and easy coloring, so I went to Cozy Friends by Coco Wayo and completed this ladybug page. I'm pretty happy with it, but I wish the house, I would have chosen a different color for it. And then I did this cute little dog and duck page, especially because spooky season is here now, and it was right around the corner when I initially colored it in September. I also colored this page in September. I didn't show this page on my Instagram. It's okay. I'm not a huge fan of how it turned out, and I'm not sure why. I know there's a lot of purple on the page, but that doesn't bother me. I'm not sure why I'm not a huge fan of that page, but I'm just not. And then I did this snake page, and this also was a labor of love. This page took, I believe it took a week for me to finish. It didn't seem that labor intense when I started it, but about halfway through, I was really having a hard time trying to not just make it a whip forever, because I was kind of tired of coloring it. But I really like the jewels and the eye, how that came out. I added some Wink of Stella. This page was done with Derwent Inktense and Prismacolor and some Neocolors in the background. And then lastly, for my finished pages, I did this page on the last day of September. I'm really not happy with the background. I wanted it to turn out kind of like how this page turned out, but I pressed way too hard with the Neocolors. I tried blending it out a little bit, and it wasn't working, and the page was starting to pill, so I just kind of had to leave it how it was. Yeah, I like the fox and the little tanuki, but I am not happy with the background at all. And then on to some of my whips. I have a few whips in Botanicum. I have this whip currently. I believe I have only based it with Obrateurs so far. I don't think I've added any Inktense just yet. And I've also started a little bit of the skin with Prismacolor. And then I also have this whip currently going. I have some more basing to do with my Inktense on the leaves for sure. But I don't know, something is just not clicking. I'm just not liking how it's turning out so far, so that may be a long-term whip, but hopefully not. And on to Hannah Carlson's jewelry box. I like how this is turning out so far, but this is just a very tedious page, and I have a hard time continuing with tedious pages, so hopefully this will get done eventually, but I'm definitely not going to try and push myself or force myself to get this out in one sitting. I don't think I'd finish it. And then lastly, I have this whip in Kanoka Agusa's Symphony of Cute Animals. I really like my budgies and my squirrel, and also my hummingbirds. I've used nothing but Castle Art and Polychromos in this book, which I love the mediums. They just take a long time, and that's kind of what stopped me from continuing, is just how long it takes with oil pencils. But that is it for my completed pages and whips of August and September. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and leave a comment down below. Which was your favorite page of all of the books that I did in the last 2 months? If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I know I sound super sick, but I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye!